Did you know you can receive 70% off your tuition that you have paid already back after the end of your tuition? Well, think Malta. If you are new on this channel, kindly subscribe, like, turn on your notification bell, and watch this video to the end because I'm spitting so much juicy stuff that you might want to stay tuned and not miss. Wow. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for your continued support, and continue to like, give us a thumbs up, turn on your notification bell so you have incredible future updates. Well, Malta is one of the European countries, and it's very affordable to go to compared to the UK, US, Canada, because not everyone can fund that. Not everyone can be able to afford that. So if you can't afford Canada, UK, or US, or even some of the Schengen countries because of their numerous requirements, and you still want to get to Europe this year, 2025, then I think you should look towards Malta because they are actually recruiting, or let me say their doors are open to international students this 2025. Now, Malta is one of the countries that weather is so great all throughout the year. Even during the winters, they have about 18 degrees Celsius. That is still warm, compared to UK where the weather is unpredictable and so cold, talk less of Canada. Well, so Malta has great weather. That's one of the things you should look out to if you want to travel abroad, I guess. And also, accommodation is so vastly affordable compared to any European countries. Accommodation is affordable. You can get as low as 150 euros to 170 euros for a week accommodation in campuses. And if you can get accommodation off campus, then that is excellent because you can maneuver a lot of things and it will be even more lower. Now, tuition in Malta is starting from 6,000 to 14,000 euros, depending on the school, your course, and the term of your course. You understand? So not every tuition is 6,000, not every tuition is 14,000. Some will be lesser, depending on the course and how long your course is, and the school also. It contributes to the amount of money or amount of tuition you have to pay in this country. Now, to get into the major requirements, like let's get into the major requirement. The important thing you need when traveling abroad is very, very inevitable: your international passport. So when you get your international passport, for applications for admissions, because you need to get your school admission first before you can start applying for visa. So for your school admission, you need your CV, your personal statement. Your CV has to be a professional CV, a professional CV in terms that a CV you are using in your home country when you are applying for a job. So that CV is going to narrate your job experience, your working experience, narrate your educational background and your work experience. And you need to take this so critically because your start month and your end year, like your start month, end month, and start year, end year, has to show in your professional CV. This is the UK standard, this is the European standard of CVs. So the school needs your professional CV, which entails your work experience, that has your start month, your end year, your start year, your end year, your end month. You know that when you started working, when you stopped working, the month and the year. You understand that? So that is basically your professional CV. And then your educational background, the month you started, the month you end, that too. So that is a tip. That's a tip for your professional CV. Now let's get into your personal statement. Your personal statement is a very huge important part of you getting a visa. Now, some schools ask for personal statements as well. Well, so you write your personal statement. Now, this personal statement is supposed to show the school that, okay, I have other schools in Nigeria, or I have other schools in Africa, or in Ghana, in Kenya, wheresoever. I have other universities here, or but this is why I feel, or this is why I want to take this course in your country. You understand that? Now the school is looking for ties. What is tying you? What's the connection between your course that you want to study and your recent job, or your family, or what you are doing right now? What is the connection? So you don't lie about it. It's not a huge thing. You just have to be honest. What your inspirations are, you pour it out. Why you want to school there, why the course you are choosing, how it connects with you and your family. Or you can always have bank statements or sponsor. You can go via your own bank statement, or through sponsorship. You understand? Well, the document you need to apply for this visa is basically simple. They just the same document you can apply, you can use to apply for either any visa in the Schengen zone, which is your international passport, your that's your passport photograph, your CV, your personal statement, your bank statement. So now it depends. If you are going for a bachelor's degree, then you submit your transcript. If you are going for undergraduate, you submit your WAEC transcript, or masters, you submit your bachelor's degree transcript. So now you understand that this is not just for masters. No one, everyone is included. It's not limited to only masters or bachelor's degree. If you want to have a postgrad, you can. If you want to do undergraduate courses, you can. So guys, Malta is really the it for 2025. I remember my previous video, someone said he's tired of Nigeria because he's aiming on moving to Malta. So I hope this video finds you well, and I hope you get to see this video, because I'm making this video especially for you and those who may want to move to Malta this 2025. So Malta has a very favorable weather, and cost of accommodation there is mild. It's very it's low compared to UK and other Schengen countries or European countries. Yeah. So, and also when you get to Malta, when you get your visa to Malta via the steady route, you can actually travel to 18 Schengen countries. You can go to Paris, you can go to Montenegro. Like, there are so many, Netherlands. You can actually move around and have so much fun, because if you have the visa to Europe, then you can enter 18 or more countries. You understand? So Malta is is a gateway in Europe, that from there is easier to enter any country at all and have fun, experience new cultures and stuff like that. And also you need English proficiency test. You need English proficiency test for your schools, or your visa, for your, yeah, for your school in Malta. Is either you do Duolingo. They accept Duolingo. You can actually do it at home, which is really very easy compared to IELTS, but you need English proficiency test. So every school has their own requirements, so you just have to figure out what requirements this particular school I am applying to. Not statement, your CV, you might have actually already made research, because disclaimer guys, I am not an immigration officer, neither am I affiliated with any immigration office. I bring you news, I bring you updates based on research, on my personal research, based on my personal experiences from friends and family. So this is not a legitimate visa officer. I am not an officer, neither am I affiliated with either one. So please do your due diligence when doing these things. When you are looking for a school, go to the website of the school. I'm going to list down some schools here. Go to the website of the school and make your due diligence. Know how it works before you start applying. All right. And also, every country has a consulate. So please, 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 please make sure you enter the consulate of the country that you want to travel to, and make your research there, because they boldly put on the requirements to everything, every pathway that you want to use. The requirements are there, the fees are there. And do not use an agent. You can do these things by yourself. Don't use an agent. They are bad people. If you watch my first previous videos, you will know my experience to an agent that I used earlier before today, So guys, don't use an agent, do it yourself. It is not difficult. You just have to read. And these agencies, these consulates, and the schools, they always have a visa team that will attend to you, especially for Malta. They have a visa team that will attend to you, all your questions. If you have any difficulty, you can reach out to them. They will answer your questions. They will support you through your journey to schooling in Malta. So guys, don't use an agent. You don't want to know, but don't use an agent. All right. So some of the requirements you need to apply for your visa: you need your biometrics, you need your medicals, and the most crucial part of this Malta visa is because they take health very seriously. And whether you're a foreigner or whatsoever, whosoever, you are eligible for that. So for that to happen for you, you need to have a health insurance when applying for your visa. The health insurance is the only huge part of this visa, which is 100,000 euros. So you need your health insurance. So that is that. So the total fee for your visa, you don't need much for your visa and your health surcharge. Everything should cost about 300 to 350 euros. So besides your health insurance, which is like the huge part of the visa for Malta, because every other thing you're going to get back after your study, besides the health insurance, I think Malta is a way to go, guys, this 2025. So I'm going to list out some schools, which is University of Malta, Learnkey Institute. Yeah, I'm going to list more universities you can apply to here. And please do your due diligence. Don't let anyone mess with your money. Do it yourself. It is easy. Find these schools, apply for these schools. There are a lot of people that you can ask questions, and they will answer you. You don't need to pay any agent to do anything for you. So guys, if you are looking to travel 2025 and you do not want to break your bank, Malta is the way. You will have to pay for your school fees. So some schools will demand you pay for half payment of your school fees, or you pay for full payment of your school fees. So it depends on how much your school fees is, and you can pay in 2 3 installments as well. Yeah, you can. And let's move down to the visa and the visa requirements. So you need your school admission letter, you need your bank statement of 3 months, so which is very easy. 3 months is not a long way, so you can start from now. You need 3 months bank statement for your Malta education and your health surcharge, and then an interview. You will also need your flight ticket to go. That's one way flight ticket. And you will need accommodation, a booked and reserved accommodation for at least a week or 4 weeks. Let's say for 4 weeks, that's a month when you get there, so that you will have enough time to do other things and take your time to find another place. The processes to go through the Malta educational system is to first of all apply for your school. So like I said, the schools are going to be pinned down the comment section. You apply for your school. When you get your conditional offer letter, you pay for your school fees. That's either half payment or part payment of your school fees. And then you have an interview actually. So the processes are: you apply for your school, you have you do an interview, you have your conditional offer letter, and then you pay for your school fees. So it depends. If you are paying half of your school fees, the school will let you know. If you are paying full of your part of your school fees or full of your school fees, you will see it in the school requirements email that they send to you. And then you move down to visa. For your visa, you need your school accommodation, and sorry, you need your accommodation. So you can you can decide to rent or book, reserve an accommodation in campus, which is easy because if you are new and you have no one there to help you find, I think that would be the first thing you do, to have a campus accommodation, so that when you get there, you will be able to look for something that works for you afterwards. So you get accommodation reservations and bookings, you get your flight ticket, one way flight ticket, and then your health surcharge and your biometrics and medicals. So that's all you need for Malta, and you will enjoy Malta, especially if you go prepared. So go prepared, do your due diligence, research. I am not an immigration officer. I bring you news around the world about interesting places to be, based on my research, based on my experiences, based on experiences from friends and families. So guys, do your due diligence, don't rely on anyone, and do not use agents. It is a warning. Yes, don't use agents, they are bad people. If you want to know what happened to me in my previous videos about agents, then you can check my previous video about the UK healthcare scam thing, and you will realize that using agents is a bad idea. These are all DIYs. Do it yourself. That way you will not have to spend a whole lot of money, and you will not make silly mistakes because you take your time to read and do it, because you're doing it for yourself. All right, so guys, stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, turn on your notification bell, refer a friend, and share this video.